Hey folks, and my computer is way too far away. Hey folks, Chris once again. Welcome back to another reaction video, and this is another request assigned from Alex. And this video is called, and the name of this video is, me and my big mouth, Top 10 Darkest Animated Shows by WatchMojo. Alright, let's check it out. Yay!
Kids, look away. These are not your Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Phoebe from WatchMojo, and today we're counting down the top 10 darkest animated shows.
No, don't make me see.
Here is how.
I can't.
Think you know Nickelodeon? Click here to sign in with your Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com. Okay, bye. We're looking at animated TV shows that deal with dark or disturbing subject matter, as well as those that have a dark aesthetic. Let's take a look.
Right.
Oh, suffer my curse.
Number 10. South Park.
Yeah, but South Park isn't a kids cartoon. These are all kids cartoons.
Creator Christmas can finally happen! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
This long-running series may focus primarily on 4 young elementary school-aged boys, but it's anything but kid-friendly.
Yeah,
Along
it
with its
is.
signature style of merciless satire and parody, South Park pulls no punches with its subject matter either. The show regularly features death and gore, most notably Kenny's frequent deaths, as well as other dark themes, including child abuse and rape. Cartman in particular is prone to committing acts that have the potential to scar adult viewers, let alone a child unfortunate enough to stumble upon the sitcom.
Yes, it is the most genius plan ever! Scott Tenorman is going to wish he never met me!
Cartman's just an asshole, but I love him. I like South Park, but I don't like the newer. I like the more older, like back in the day episodes. But this is still a good show. Or rather, even though some of the new ones aren't that great, it's still fantastic.
Number 9. Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah. A little bit of a story on Happy Tree Friends. I used to get in trouble in school all the time because I looked up this cartoon and I was being caught watching it on computer time. When we were taking tests and stuff on the computer, I actually was watching Happy Tree Friends and got in trouble by it. Just a little story.
Don't let the title and animation fool you. This one isn't for kids either. Happy Tree Friends follows a group of cute, colorful animals whose adventures almost always turn out decidedly disgusting. The critters' escapades almost always devolve into gory, violent messes that, if they don't end up killing them, consistently cause them gross bodily trauma. While most of the shows on our list feature dark or violent subject matter as a part of their presentation, with Happy Tree Friends, it's essentially the central conceit of the premise. Number 8. Courage the Cowardly Dog. In contrast,
that scream was loud, and yeah, I love this cartoon as well. And this show didn't really scare me that much. I found it more entertaining. Than anything. The one that did kind of creep me out was I think it was like a Phantom kind of episode where this guy was stealing Mario's sleep, and she couldn't go to sleep, so she was always tired and sweaty. And for some reason, the fairy guy really scared me. That's the only episode of Courage that really scared me.
as to our last 2 entries, Courage the Cowardly Dog is for kids, but it's no the less dark for it. Following the eponymous Scaredy Dog as he tries to protect his owners from various supernatural creatures and happenings, the series takes a lot of inspiration from horror films, both in its aesthetic and its content. Despite the series being a children's cartoon, the threat of death is frequently present.
Yeah, the episode that was based on The Exorcist, that one kind of scared me too. But I didn't know who The Exorcist was back then, so I didn't even know it was based on that movie.
From something unusual or grisly. While Courage may be a coward, we're not sure we could be as brave as he is in the face of such horrors.
That scared me too, that violent girl with the fucked up face.
Number 7. Samurai Jack.
I'll need some weapons.
Let's get
I love this cartoon as well. Like I said, never scared me though. I don't think the cartoons are meant to be scary, just some that are a bit creepy.
back to the past, when Genndy Tartakovsky's surprisingly dark show aired on Cartoon Network. Following the adventures of a samurai who is transported forward in time by his evil nemesis Aku, the series sees Jack trying to find a way home, while helping those suffering under the villain's rule. Although the show edges around showing blood for the most part by using robots, there's still quite a bit of violence, and occasional moments of horror. The final season delves even further into dark territory by featuring more overt death and violence, and showing Jack himself in a notably darker light.
The samurai has failed his purpose
It was good shit though, really good shit.
and has accepted his fate.
Number 6. Aeon Flux.
Never heard of this one. Never heard of it.
Set in a futuristic dystopia,
What the
Aeon Flux
fuck?
follows the eponymous heroine as she goes on covert and not so covert missions. The shadowy cyberpunk setting makes for a bleak tone, while the missions Aeon Flux undertakes are often violent. This is because
This show is this for kids or what? What the hell is this cartoon?
of either their purpose, like assassination, or else because they go wrong, or turn out to be something else entirely, with the death tolls of some episodes climbing into the hundreds or thousands. Aeon Flux herself isn't excluded from this either, as she's shown to die both in the animated shorts and the series itself.
Definitely not a kids show either.
Number 5. Gargoyles.
What could be strong enough to leave claw marks in solid stone?
One of the darkest Disney cartoons ever made, Gargoyles follows a group of winged creatures who
I watched some of this cartoon. I never got into it really. You know, I wasn't really into this cartoon.
turn to stone during the day and protect New York City by night, while also uncovering what became of their people. Given that most of it takes place at night, the overall look of the show is dark by default, but the atmosphere is also notably gothic. Not only are there fight scenes aplenty, but also the gargoyles' past is analogous to genocide, while several of the series' present villains are murderers. Disney went dark alright, but it made for a complex and well-written show.
Still laughing, Hunter. Come, meet your doom.
Number 4. Rick and Morty.
I basically mixed this with a more contagious flu virus. It should neutralize the whole thing, Morty.
An adult
Another Adult Swim-based cartoon.
animated sci-fi series, Rick and Morty follows a drunk genius scientist and his awkward grandson as they go on adventures through outer space and other dimensions. Rick and Morty's adventures get really dark, as the pair of them, though usually Rick, are responsible for countless deaths along the way, and deal with a lot
Another one of my favorite modern shows on Adult Swim. One of the only better shows on Adult Swim, if you ask me.
of mind-blowing weirdness that proves emotionally scarring, at least to Morty. Speaking of emotional damage, the crap Rick and the rest of his family put each other through is almost as bad as the stuff they encounter on their adventures. That being said, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more brilliantly written animated series.
That's dark. Oh, it gets darker, Morty. Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures.
Number 3. Batman the Animated Series.
It doesn't concern you. It's my concern now.
Arguably the definitive animated version of Batman, the animated series may have a little bit of campy humor.
The only good Batman cartoon. This right here. Let me say it again. The only good Batman cartoon is this. Fuck those other Batman cartoons.
But its major distinguishing feature is how dark it is. Created on the heels of Tim Burton's Batman films, the animated series features a noir and gothic art style that relies heavily on shading. To match the visuals, the show tackles plenty of grim subject matter and featured a lot more violence, or at least the threat of it, than you typically see in superhero cartoons. Some of the Dark Knight's villains were particularly chilling, and no, We're not just talking about Mr. Freeze.
But revenge is a dish best served cold.
Number 2, The Max.
I heard you almost bit off Baker's finger this time.
Never heard of this cartoon either. Don't know about it. Oh well.
Based on the Image comic series of the same name, The Max follows the eponymous character, who is a homeless man in the real world, but also spends time as his highly muscular, colorful alter ego in a strange alternate one called the Outback. Along with the trippy visuals, The Max features plenty of violence and dark subject matter, particularly since the main villain, Mr. Gone, is a serial rapist. Gloomy, shocking, and thoroughly bizarre, The Max is almost the darkest animated show on our list.
I'm glad I didn't see this as a kid. Oh my god.
Almost.
Blacking out. Lost too much blood.
Before we unveil our top pick,
What the
here
hell?
are some honorable mentions.
The heck? What the fuck?
Take me to your leader.
Boarding shuttle to the Resolute.
JT,
The fuck?
cruise shuttle, it's...
I know. Resolute. This is JT Marsh. We're coming in.
Oh wow, that's a great offer. How
Gravity
about
Falls,
I
great
shuffle the
show.
functions of every
Great
hole in
fucking
your
show.
face?
Yeah, pretty cool. I never heard of any of these honorable
Here
mentions.
to make coffee, metal. We will make
Metalocalypse. One of my favorite Adult Swim cartoon is Metalocalypse. Fuck you. Fuck you.
everything metal. Blacker than the blackest black times infinity.
Number 1, Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
Sorry, never heard of it.
Stay back. You don't want to do that.
Based on Todd McFarlane's comic series of the same name, naturally, Spawn follows the titular demonic hero, a former serviceman who is resurrected in hell to fight evil both hellish and earthly. The art style is thoroughly gritty and sometimes grisly, particularly given the hero's cadaverous appearance without his mask. The episodes, meanwhile, are full of betrayal, corruption, murder, and death, with little sugarcoating. Spawn's world is a dark one indeed, but hey, from the creator of Venom, would you expect any less? This series doesn't hold back, and it's rightfully earned the distinction of being one of the greatest comic book cartoons of all time.
This is a good ass fucking movie though.
I don't know about you guys, but Happy Tree Friends scarred me for life. Which dark animated shows do you love? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I used to get in trouble a lot for watching Happy Tree Friends at such a young age. But now I don't really care for this show. I know I done some reactions to it. It's just, I don't know, it's one of the Steam since I've seen so much horror movies and stuff, horror movies and seen real life surgeries on TV. The violence in Happy Tree Friends doesn't really faze me anymore. I've become desensitized to that kind of stuff because it's just a fucking cartoon, and the stuff in those horror movies are way worse than Happy Tree Friends, trust me. And most of these weren't even kids shows. Like, I'm surprised Family Guy or The Simpsons wasn't on there, but they're not the darkest. What's your favorite darkest animated cartoon? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, so with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.